I will start by saying that my husband, my dad, my brother, they all hunt. I hope my sons, if I had daughters, I would say I would hope they grow up to hunt too. And there is an important place for hunting and the outdoors in our culture and in our economy here in Vermont. It's important to many of my students. But I can also say that emphatically, I would support background checks, waiting periods, all-out bans on all assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. Some of the steps that even Governor Scott, I think, was a brave leader in supporting after the incidents a couple of years ago here in Vermont. I lived in Washington, D.C. during some really difficult times. I was in the Capitol complex on 9/11, and I walked home from the Senate that day watching the smoke billow from the Pentagon. But I have never been more afraid as I was in a public high school a couple of years ago in a false alarm, and what was thankfully a false alarm, but seemed like a potential actual active shooter incident with no good information for a good 20 to 30 minutes. And so I will be unequivocal in my support for increased restrictions on gun restricting access to guns and promoting safe gun ownership. And as a high school teacher who works with a lot of students with mental health issues, I am equally concerned about the impact not just of large mass shooting events, but of that public health crisis and the impact on individuals who may feel that they lack supports.